Title: The Lantern Man Genre, Supernatural Horror. Chapters: 15. Format: for narration. Chapter 1. The Whispering Fields. The Harrow family's old farmhouse stood isolated, shoulders hunched against a gray sky, in the dying fields of Brackford Valley. It had been empty for years until Noah Harrow and his cousin Mia arrived for summer break. They were city kids, unaccustomed to the silence that crawled between trees, or the blackness that wrapped the nights like wet wool. On their third evening, they wandered past the cornfields and onto a faded trail, the grass high, wet with dew, and whispering like voices too far to understand. Mia paused. "Did you see that?" Noah followed her gaze. A faint blue light flickered between two sycamore trees. It didn't move like a flashlight or lantern. It pulsed, slow and alive, as though breathing. "Probably swamp gas," Noah muttered, but his voice betrayed him. That night, as he lay in bed, something tapped 3 times against his window. When he dared to look, the cornfield swayed, though no wind blew, and far off in the fog, the lantern glowed again. Chapter 2. The journal in the attic. The attic smelled like rot and old smoke. While helping clean, Noah found a leather-bound book, wedged between 2 beams, wrapped in linen and sealed with wax. Inside were delicate yellowed pages filled with hurried, panicked handwriting. "He comes when the flame turns blue." Henry followed him and left his boots behind. Still warm. Never speak his name aloud. Never walk the hollow path. Never follow the lantern. In the back was scrawled, L. Harrow, 1948. That night Noah dreamed of a man with a swinging lantern, walking across the fields. His footsteps made no sound. His shadow didn't match the shape of his body. When he woke, there was a boot print in the hallway. Wet. Smelling of ash. Chapter 3. The Rule of 3. The next morning, they showed the journal to their grandfather, Arthur. "Harrow, who went pale. You opened it?" he whispered. "Then you've broken the first rule." He explained the rules of the Hollow, old Harrow lore, passed down like bad blood. Never answer the knock. Never follow the light. Never speak his name. Break 1, he warned, and he notices. Break 2, and he begins to come. Break all 3, and you belong to him. Later that night, at exactly 2:03 a.m., a knock echoed through the farmhouse. 3 short taps. Noah did not move, but the light in the hallway began to flicker. Blue. Chapter 4. Lantern. Hollow beyond the cornfield lay a place the townsfolk called Lantern Hollow, but only in hushed voices and only when drunk. Noah and Mia stepped into it at noon, and instantly the sunlight dimmed. The trees grew taller, their branches twisted like skeletal fingers. The path narrowed. Birds no longer sang. A sign, half-rotted and nailed to a stone, read, "Do not follow the light." But the blue glow appeared again, closer, brighter. They turned back, but the trail was gone. Behind them, only trees and fog. In the distance, they heard a faint metal creak, like a lantern's handle swinging. Chapter 5. The Yas, hollow ones, shapes moved behind trees. Humanoid, but not. Each had a face smoothed over like wax. Each held a blackened lantern that absorbed all light. These were the hollow ones, trapped souls who followed the lantern man but never returned. They watched Noah and Mia unmoving, whispering without mouths. "Noah." One rasped in a voice that sounded like wind-scraping stone. "You left the path." Mia tripped and fell onto something soft, a bundle of clothes. Inside it was a driver's license. The name read, Henry Harrow. The hollow ones hissed. Lanterns flared. The forest screamed with wind. Chapter 6. The First Voice. A low humming preceded his arrival. The lantern man drifted between trees, tall and bent, wearing a wide-brimmed hat. His coat flapped like paper in a storm, though no wind blew. His lantern glowed blue, and from it leaked whispers, old, dead voices. He raised the lantern toward Noah. "You heard the knock," he said. though his lips did not move. You left the path. Noah tried to speak, but his throat tightened. Now you carry the light. The flame inside the lantern leapt, and something cold slithered into Noah's chest. Chapter 7. Through the ash tree running blind, they crashed through the forest until they found an ancient ash tree cracked open down the middle. Ari. Symbols were carved inside, glowing faintly red. A journal lay hidden in the roots, older than the one before. The ink was dark, sticky, and warm. Only blood can bind him. Only family can trap him. But you must find the well and feed it. Below. That, a sigil burned itself into Noah's palm the moment he touched the page. In the wind, the lantern man's voice returned. You carry my flame now. Chapter 8. The gathering fog blanketed the farm when they returned. The windows were fogged from the inside. All the mirrors had cracked. Their grandfather sat alone, carving symbols into his skin with a bone knife. I tried to stop him, so many years ago. But he is tied to us, to harrow blood. He handed Noah a curved dagger, its blade etched with runes that shimmered like fireflies. You must take the flame to the well and end it before midnight. That night, the front door unlocked by itself. Bootsteps echoed in the hall. Chapter 9. The lantern's well. The well was hidden deep in the hollow, surrounded by trees that bled black sap. The stones were covered in old handprints, some burned into the stone. The water was thick, black, and pulsed like a heart. The lantern man was waiting. You broke the second rule. You saw the light. Now the light sees you. He held the lantern, aloft. Noah felt his memories unravel. His name, his face, his family, pulled into the flame. He gripped the dagger and slashed downward. The lantern shattered, but it wasn't enough. Chapter 10. The Binding. The lantern man screamed, not in pain, but in fury. His body unraveled into shadow, forming new hollow ones. Noah and Mia poured blood from their palms into the well. The symbols around the rim flared red, then gold. The well drank greedily, then grew still. The lantern man staggered. His hat fell, revealing a half-burned face. Familiar. Our blood. Noah whispered. He's one of us. Their great-grandfather. Chapter 11. Bloodline. Grandfather Arthur stood behind them. He was my father. He explained the forbidden rite, the opening of the hollow for power, for eternal knowledge. It demanded a harrow soul, and it took him, but it left the door open. To close it, the blood of 3 generations must be spilled willingly. Arthur cut his own hand. End it, he said. Noah hesitated. Then he dropped the blood into the well. The forest shook. Chapter 12. The third rule. The well began to seal, but something screamed in fury. You spoke my name. The voice bellowed deep and endless. You spoke it aloud, the third rule. Broken. He rose, larger, no longer human, a beast of blue fire and ash. Noah, Mia whispered, run. But Noah stood his ground. Chapter 13. Hollow fire. The trees burned with blue fire. The hollow ones disintegrated into ash. The lantern, restored, hung above the well, burning like a star. Noah, barely breathing, held the final sigil. Mia read from the last page of the journal, a name, a curse, a final rite. The flame wavered. The lantern man screamed, his voice full of rage and grief. Then, silence. Chapter 14. The final light. The hollow cracked open. A blinding white light spilled out. The lantern man, now merely a man again, looked at Noah one last time. I didn't want this, he said, but power blinds us all. Then he fell into the well. The flame went out, and the hollow died. Chapter 15. Ashes and echoes. Weeks passed. The fields grew again, the air warmed, the birds returned, but Noah kept the burn mark on his palm. Mia woke often from dreams of blue light and fog. And some nights, when the wind blew from the east, a single blue flicker could be seen near the cornfield. Waiting. The end.